how you see Christ tonight should be just a little bit different than how you saw him last year. You should have gone through something, and God should have provided an opportunity to show you another revelation of who he is. I want to change. I want to literally magnify, cause the radiance to grow, so that you see Christ in a different light tonight. Because if you change your perception of God, eventually you'll change your approach with God. I won't know he can keep me in perfect peace if I don't go through hell. And when I go through hell, after I get through, my praise changes just a little bit. Because it's a little bit more personal. After my perception changed, my approach to praise changed. And so instead of me walking into a situation crying and tripping, I learned how to let my praise today dictate what's going to happen on tomorrow. My worship today is going to change my future for next year. So I don't have time to be playing church with you, because I have some things I need to change by this time around next year. Look at the person next to you and say, is your approach different? Or are you doing the same stupid thing you did 20 years ago? Your approach and your perception about who Christ is ought to change. If he's done something for you, your perception of what he can do ought to change. It ought to grow. It ought to be magnified. So your praise ought to be magnified. Instead of you tripping when problems come your way, I dare you to learn how to worship him in times of trouble. Worship him even when you're having adversity. Worship him when things don't look right. The God we serve can cause something to come out of nothing. He can make the impossible happen. He can do exceedingly, oh y'all don't reach our word, abundantly, above all that I can ever ask or think, according to the power that's working in me. I've learned how to take my praise to a different level. What it was last year.